At 3 p.m. on Monday, the California Film Commission will close the doors on accepting new applications for this year's film and TV tax credit, as they have since the credit was initiated back in 2009 to halt the flood of production out of the home of Hollywood to more financially welcoming places like Louisiana, Georgia, and New York State, as well as Canada and the UK. The Film Commission will then pick projects in a ludicrous lottery system until the program's $100 million limit is exhausted. Once again, there will be winners and losers, though unlike past years when we knew the Entourage movie got the green light or that Teen Wolf was relocating to Cali, we won't actually know who the winners are until the beginning of July, because the Film Commission wants to make sure everyone they pick is actually eligible for the tax credit, which is something you think they would have figured out beforehand. This is yet another example of just how broken our film and TV tax credit program is here in California. Despite the fact there actually has been a rise in production since the program was introduced 5 years ago, it still lags far behind the likes of New York with its $420 million program. It still renders movies with a budget of over $75 million and network pilots ineligible, while thousands of middle-class jobs are being lost, and everyone here in LA has either heard of or knows someone who is spending most of their working year in other states or up north. Now, some want to blame Canada, to quote the famous South Park tune. Some even accuse the provinces of the Great White North of unfair biz practices to lure production and companies up there. And when Sony's visual effects and digital animation arm, ImageWorks, announced late yesterday that they are moving their HQ to Vancouver, that feeling only gets reinforced. But it's wrong. Don't blame Canada for runaway productions. Don't blame Georgia or Louisiana either. And don't, as some have done, call raising the tax credits a race to the bottom. Instead, turn up the heat. Earlier this week, the State Assembly overwhelmingly passed a bill to expand California's film and TV tax credit. Now, it still has to go to the state Senate, and it still has to get signed by Jerry Brown. They haven't actually attached a dollar figure to it yet, as the final numbers on the state budget are still being worked out. But sources tell me that it could end up moving the program to between somewhere like $300 million and $400 million. That investment in one of the industries that built this state is much more worthy a use of our time than pointing fingers at other jurisdictions. Now, if only we could get rid of the lottery system that picks projects and make those allocations based on merit. That would be some real reform. Check back later for more video news from the Deadline team. I'm Dominic Patton for Deadline Hollywood.